Well, just about to set off for another trip to Ellerdine. Weather's looking great from a outside point of view. Might be a bit too warm for the fishing, I don't know, but we've got 13 degrees and 5 mile per hour winds forecast, so should be nice out there, especially for this time of year. Last couple of times I've been there, I've struggled. I've had 2 fish and 2 bites all day. So to begin with, I've got 3 casts set up. I'm going to start on. I'm going to have 2 floating lines set up on the bung. I'm just going to put one for fishing the margins, quite shallow, probably took a couple of foot with a black blob on the end. Start off with that, and then on the second bung, I'm going to fish a bit deeper. Have a dropper on there, a white squirmy, and a sort of egg, sort of 3 foot and 6 foot, and give them a try. And then on the third rod, I'm going to set up my sink tip line to fish the lures, maybe some washing lines. I've got a washing line for buzzers set up and cormorants. So various tactics, see if I can find something that works and hopefully improve on my usual 2 fish and see how we get on. So let's get going. So here we are, got my rod set up. I'm going to give this corner of this pool a try to begin with. I don't think I've fished this peg before or many times, but it's nice and quiet around here, so I'm just going to see if there's anything in the margins around here by the reeds. So I'm going to stay back from the bank and start off with a black blob on the bung, and let's see how we get on. So this is the one I'm starting with, this little dude. Start a couple of foot deep. Let's see how we get on. Oh, damn it. Yes, man, how many times you find that for a little, just put a little, fix the bend in the line and give the fly a jolt, and then all of a sudden you get some action off it. Right then, give that a few casts, but to no avail, so I'm going to try the squirmy and a blob a bit further out. There's some fish moving out there. Yeah, so tried a few casts around the margins with the black blob. It does look very shallow around here, to be fair, but had that one nibble, but no nothing else. So there's been a few moving a bit further out, so I'll try switching to the white squirmy with the blob underneath. So to change of fly, still got one fishing at a similar depth with the blob, and then obviously one a bit deeper as well with a different type of fly as well. So I only give the first one sort of 5 or 6 casts, The aim today is probably just to keep changing. If nothing works, move on, keep moving round, and just try not to stop in one place if I'm getting no joy. Well, I've had about 4 or 5 casts with the 2 flies on here, and still nothing. There's fish moving about, so there's fish there, but it's getting no interest. It's that sort of question as to how long you leave it, how long you wait. You know, is it a case of be more patient, or is it a case of what you're fishing, what you're using it working, and change it round? I think I'll give this one another few minutes just to drift along steadily like it's doing, and see if pick anything up. But if get nothing on it, then I think I've got a damsel on the sink tip. I think we'll give that a go, get that a few casts, and then if we don't get anything on that, we'll have a walk around and try a different spot. See, told you them there. Well, I just said that about changing it over, and decided to impart a bit of movement on the fly and just bring it in at a steady retrieve, and give it a long pull, and then let it sink down again. And straight away the line went flying out, had a cracking bite, and totally missed it. So you know, maybe they do want to, you know, maybe it's not static that's working at the moment. Maybe you know, it does need a bit of movement in it. So I've cast it out into the same kind of area, and there we go. Yeah. Oh, flies come out in the net. That's I'm sure that's where it took. Thank you, Fario Fly. Well, that was nice timing. I always like to try and get a take and footage on camera. It's quite easy to miss half the time, but yeah, after sort of saying about putting a bit of movement in the fly and getting some attention, I'll stick it back out, and before I started moving it, fish takes it. So just goes to show I was on the brink of changing tactics and bringing it in, and just by changing the retrieve, if you like, and trying something different, you know, got a result. So it just goes to show sometimes it is a case of persevering and being patient. Obviously, other times it's just that they're interested in the fly, you've got to change it, and that's the beauty of the sport and what we try to do. So I'll put it back out there, see if there's any more out there that might be interested in it, and then I think I'll still give the damsel a try, and then maybe have a move around if there's nothing else. But I know that sometimes you do sort of, you can pick up 2, 3, 4 fish from the same spot sometimes with some shoaling and things like that, so it's always worth sticking it back out there and seeing if there's anything else. can still see the ripples there. Are just fish have just come up just to the left of me here, so just try to stick it on his head and see if we get any joy. But I think if we don't get no joy on this cast, then I'll give the damsel a try and then have a move around. Right then, I'll have a go on the sing tip now with this damsel. Just seen one come up and just rose over there, so right, well, I've had a few casts with the damsel, but nothing happening. But there's definitely fish moving under the surface. So before I give it neck, I think I'm gonna change and I'm gonna try a black lure, because as I say, they are there, but they seem to be chasing. So let's have a quick change of flight and see if it makes any difference. Right, I've seen online that black and green seem to work well here, so I'm going to give this one a try and see how we get on. There's fish moving out there, like you can see, so it's definitely worth being a bit more patient and yeah, you can see there's fish swirling under the surface, quite a few areas around here. There's another one, look. Well, as I'm saying, I'm only going to give it a few casts. I'm still here half hour later, because I'll still keep getting the occasional pull on this. I've had just had another one take it on the hang as it was coming in, so I've sort of persevered a bit and see if I can manage to get one of them to stick. The patience paid off. And there's fish number 2. Nice rainbow. Again on the black and green. Right, so change of location and got myself a cup of tea, and started on the 2 flies on the bung. Still got the white squirmy and blob on this one. But if I don't get no joy, I might just might give it a couple of casts and then swap the white squirmy for a red one, see if it makes any difference. This one's took the egg. Yes, that's the third one to the net. That one took the blob, so about 3 foot down. So worthwhile moving. Got 50 minutes before breakfast, so see if we can get another one in before then, and it'll be a good morning's work. Right, gave the cat bugger now good, so I'm gonna give this little multicoloured Whatsit a try, see if that does any good. Just seen one swirling around in these leaves right in the side a few times, so I'll drop my depth down to about 1 foot deep and see if we can tempt him with this little Whatsit, so to speak. There's another one. Oh, little touch there. Yes. Right. Come around here. There's another one. And that nice little new Whatsit I just had from Ferro. That was a nice one, just get me 4 fishing with 15 minutes to spare before breakfast. And I was just toying with the idea of maybe switching to a dry fly, because there was obviously sipping off the top, and then it come and took it. There's still one there now. I was actually going to give the lure a go up until breakfast, but I saw another one come up in the side down here, so figured if it ain't broke, don't try and fix it. Oh well, let's got breakfast out of the way. Absolutely bossed in full English breakfast. I'm going to go and have a halfway through the day now. I've had 4 fish, 2 out of each of Cranion Lakemore. I'm going to come on to Marsh, which I think is the nicest pool from like swims wise, etc. But I just really struggle to catch on here very often. So let's go and give it a try and see how we get on. Right, so here we are. I'm going to start out on the I'm going to stick with the white bloodworm to begin with the orange dropper, but I'll give that a try, but then I might switch it. I might try some buzzers or cormorants in a bit and see if any of them are doing any good. Oh, there we go. Looks like he took the white bloodworm. Oh no! Bleep, bleep, bleep. That was a nice fish as well. It's the best one of the day, that was. Oh, wounder. I'm going to blame the fact it took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting to catch anything on here. It just goes to show. So, just got to sometimes moving around various pegs. First cast there, eat into one. So let's persevere and see how we get on. Well, our second cast back in just, and I just missed another cracking bite. So still getting interesting here. Just really struggling to see the bung with this ripple that's now on the water. Very difficult to see it at all. It's almost like I'm nearly having to fly fish properly. Almost. I say again, a nice drift with this as well. Fishing into the wind. It's obviously the food's been blown towards this bank, and so has me bung and my line. So from the fish's point of view, it's all moving in the same direction. Yeah, this wind's picked up quite a bit actually since since I actually started fishing here. As I say, it's not necessarily a bad thing. We've got some nice some nice swims on this pool. So they've got this, you've got the margins to fish here where these reeds are, but also to the side of me here, going over hanging tree, which if I don't get no more joy coming in from the right, I'll flick it over there and just let the wind drift it across into the tree. Well, by the tree. And see if you can pick anything up under there. Come round to the other side, fishing off the island now, the marsh. I just the wind picked up a bit too much where I was just. It was hard to see the bung, and also I think it was blowing it that fast at the. I think it was pulling the flies up in the water a bit. And that's still catching now. Have a good day. So I started off with my white bloodworm again on the blob. Let's just take a foot off it. Alright, well, nothing else is happening on the bung, so what I'm going to do is take off the singular bung and I'm going to put this on here because I've fab on the point and 2 cormorants on the droppers because they are taking off the surface as well amongst the leaves, so I might pick up one on the fab, but let's give it a try. Oh well, looks like Marsh has beat me again. Cormorant, and he had one little touch on the cormorants. I've had a quick go on the lure again, but nothing going on here. Other people have caught on here. I say I had my chance with the first cast, but wasn't to be. So I think I'll gonna look on the, go on the pool outside the lodge and see how I get on there. Well, it's been a real struggle this afternoon. It's the pools themselves have gone really quiet. There's not much movement. Still got fish jumping, but I did just miss another good bite earlier on, which I should have hit really. I don't know how I missed it, but I've just tried. I've got a bloodworm on now, and well, the naps bloodworm, should I say, and a dial back on the dropper. Just sort of trying something different, but oh, someone had a little look then, but as I say, since losing that fish just after me breakfast or dinner, I've not really had I've had a couple of bites which I should have eat, but other than that, it's been a bit slow. So I think I'll persevere with this a bit more. Might get now join the cormorants. Lures struggling, so, but there just doesn't seem to be much movement at the moment anyway, but I'll stick with it. I might change the flies around again in a bit, but as I speak, somebody's into one over there, so they are still interested. Just got to find them. Well, it's been a long wait and a lot of changes. Well, I got into another one. I've gone to a yellow blob and a orange squirmy wormy this time. Rainbow on the orange squirmy. Yeah, so that one took the orange squirmy. Oh well, always nice to get another one in the bag at the end. I thought I was going to go all afternoon without eating anything, but got about half hour of light left, so just in time, and maybe try and get another one out before we go. But to be fair, I'm happy with 5 for the day. It's better than I've done recently, so it's a good day. Not always easy, but like my dad says, that's why they call it fishing and not catching. Oh well, looks like I've had my last fish of the day, so I'm happy with 5. As I said, the previous 2 visits I've only had 2 all day, so it's been a productive day. Lost one as well on marsh, so yes, there we go. I think he's ready to go home, so time to pack up and go home. Till next time.